Well, hello folks, Custard Prophet here. Welcome back to my ranch. In this semi-regular series, we'll be exploring different areas of Ranch Simulator, and I'll try and answer some of the questions that I had when I first started playing the game. We'll do this by exploring different broad topics in each episode. In previous episodes, we explored all things to do with wood and also hunting. And if you're interested in those, please check the playlist to find those episodes. However, in today's episode, we are going to be focusing on all things to do with bees. Where do you find them? How do you collect them? And how to get them into your hive? And most importantly, how to make money with them. So bees are actually much easier to deal with than you might think they are. So let's break down what you need to do in some fairly easy steps. Step number 1 is be prepared. No pun intended. Before searching for your bees, you will need some equipment and also to build a couple of structures. So you'll need a bee smoker and you'll need at least one hive frame, but potentially more. Now these can all be purchased from the general store or the hardware store. $75 for the bee smoker, $20 for each hive frame. In addition to those, you'll need to build a wooden beehive, and you can find that in the blueprints. So this will require 15 wooden planks and 2 metal. Each hive will be able to hold 5 hive frames. Right, number 2 is we need to find those pesky bees. So bees are somewhat different from the other plants and animals you might have on your farm in this game. They can't be bought in any of the shops. Instead, you need to go out onto the map and find a bee's nest. Now, these are going to spawn on trees randomly throughout the map. However, there are some locations where they are more likely to be found. And I've found a map online which highlights some of these, which you can see on the screen now. The red circles that you can see indicate the areas where bees are more likely to be, but you can find them all over the place as well. So actually finding the bees is a tricky job, but as well as going to these areas where they're going to spawn more regularly, what you'll need to do is keep your ears out. You can find them by listening for the buzzing. If you are near the nest, you should hear a fairly loud buzzing sound, which will get louder as you get closer. The nests typically spawn on large trees, and the nest is quite brightly white. It is something you can spot against the tree bark. You'll also see bees buzzing around it. These are not plentiful across the map. There are only 3 to 15 nests that spawn in the map at any one time. So it's a big map, and you will have to get searching to find them. But when you do find them, what next? So next up, you need to collect the bees. That's number 3. So you'll need a couple of things to collect the bees. You'll need your bee smoker and your hive frame. So one hive frame will collect bees from a single bee's nest. And you can store 5 nests worth of bees in your hive. So when you locate the nest, place the smoker underneath and activate it by pressing E when prompted. The smoke will calm the bees and allow you to take them without them stinging you. So what you need to do then is pick up the hive frame and approach the nest, and again press E when prompted to safely collect the bees. So given that bees are often in trees away from the farm, it's worthwhile bringing some transport with you to the nest. This will make it easier for you to get the bees and everything else back to your beehive on your farm. Number 4 is putting the bees in the hive. This one's fairly straightforward. When you get back to your wooden hive on your farm with your frame filled with little honey-making beasts, you can open the hive and put the hive frame into one of the 5 available slots as prompted. Remember though, you will need to have that smoker activated whilst doing this, otherwise the bees will sting you. Number 5 is extracting the honey. So your bees, once you've got your frame into the hive will be making honey, and they'll do that quite quickly. But you can't just get the honey out. You need a honey extractor to collect this, and to build one of these you need, again, to visit the blueprints, and you'll need 20 metal and 20 concrete. So for complete clarity, because I was a bit confused about this is 20 kilograms of concrete that you need, and this can be bought at the hardware store, and you can do that in 5 kilogram bags. If you're a whiz at maths, you'll quickly realize you need 4 of these. You'll also need to buy a barrel to store the honey, and this can be purchased from the general store for $18. You can't get it in the hardware store. So bees will take 1 to 2 days to fill the hive frame with honey. It seems to be a little less than 2 days, perhaps a little more than 1. Once you reach that 100%, it's time to extract. So place the barrel in the indicated area next to the honey extractor, and then open up the extractor. Then, with the smoker on, always put the smoker on, transfer all the full frames of honey to the extractor, close it and switch it on. There are 5 spaces in the extractor. So to know when it is finished, you can wait until the barrel has stopped filling, and then you can then open it up and transfer the empty frames back to the hive. The bees will start all over again. They're still in there, but remember to switch off your extractor. Finally, you need to make money. And yeah, that's what all this is about. And you can make really quite good money with bees. Each full frame will provide you with 1.5 units of honey. I have no idea what the units actually represent. We're just calling them units. And the bucket will take 7.5 units. So essentially, that's a full hive. 5 hive frames full of bees will give you a full bucket. And if you sell the contents of that bucket, you'll make approximately $300. Not bad for a day's work, really. So bees are a really nice way to make money fairly early in the game. It's difficult to find them, but once you have, you get a steady daily income, which you can use to supplement your other endeavours on the ranch. Okay, folks, we will wrap her up there. If you've got any tips of anything to do with bees in the game, then please put them down below in the comments. For example, where are the best spots to find these bees in your experience? If there are other areas in the game that you would like us to cover, please put those down in the comments as well, and I will endeavour to make a video on them. I can't do them that regularly because it's a fairly busy schedule I've got, but it'd be nice to know what people are wanting to watch. So if you did get something out of this video, please hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll hopefully see you on another one very soon. Goodbye.